live. I'm about to make my banana bread, but I decided to record it. And what better way to do it live? Because I actually like to talk about what goes behind doing a video that many people think is easy. It used to be easier for me. Now I'm like too picky. My kitchen is on standby. So I have to, so first I'm like, I'm gonna do a video. So my phone has no battery, so right now it's charging. I will put a microphone in a minute. I have dishes to do. I never start cooking with dishes on the sink. You guys know that. I always talk about it. Oh, two people are here. Hi. I am also making bone broth. It's been boiling for hours. I stopped it when I go out and then I continue. Let me turn the light on, see if you guys can see better. But there's some things that I have to do in my kitchen before I start. I think my phone is charged enough. Oh, somebody left. Another thing I do when I'm about to shoot a video is I use this little thing to kind of get some privacy. And Pucho can sleep over there. I don't come to the kitchen. I mean, he has room to walk by, but three people are here. So I am sharing with you guys that I'm about to do a video. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Oh, there is a chat that you guys can write. I wanna see how much my battery is. So last year, 2025, I did a GoFundMe and people sent me money and I was able to recover from some rent I own and I was able to fix my kitchen. So if you were a part of that, thank you very much. I was able to purchase a microphone and that's what I use for shooting. Can you guys tell me? Can you hear me better now? Which I love it, and I have some lights also. Unfortunately, due to lack of work, I'm still in the weeds, like we like to say. I'm gonna put some lights. So welcome to Gaby's Kitchen. If you just joined, I decided to do this live. I might not save it. I've been saving my lives, but privately. Few months ago, I don't even remember when, I think around October, November, I found somebody who wanted to start shooting videos for me. It was for free. There was a contract. But then people get busy and they love me. So I'm back to the basics. I'm back to shooting by myself. Of course, I don't have the equipment or the knowledge I know how to edit a video. I've done it plenty of times, but I need better, like apps, the ones that you pay, and I can't afford them. So I started using iMovie. So if you know about iMovie, let me know. Okay, so I'm making broth over here, the three people that are here. Who are you? You can write. Bone broth. I'm gonna lower it. It's already done. One of the bones had a lot of meat, and I was eating that for lunch, sort of lunch. I'm gonna wash my hands, and I'm gonna start getting all the ingredients ready for the banana bread, what we call mise en place. So how is everyone? Hope all right. I mean, this is a weird time of the day to do a live, but I work from home. I don't have an outside work. I haven't done any organizing in a while. That's how I survive. I survive organizing and doing some babysitting jobs here and there. But today is a holiday here in the United States. I'm gonna move the broth to the back burner and put it really low. We have 4 people now. I wish I can see who they are. All right, I'm gonna do my dishes first. What I'm gonna do first, before you bake, always prepare your oven by turning it on. I already did, 350. Let's get middle rack. That's what I have. And since I'm on this side of the kitchen, I'm gonna look for my loaf pan because it's been sitting here. So it's good to give it a rinsey poo because, you know, dust travels. So I'm gonna just give it a quick rinse. I'm right here. Welcome to my kitchen. Maybe if I open the curtains, you can see a little better. It's a very gray day. The sun came out for a little bit here in New Jersey on the East Coast, but on one side of my house it's kind of still a little sunny. It's pretty cold, but on this other side it's cloudy. You can see the moisture on the windows. All right, my pan is ready. This recipe of banana bread, it's probably gonna make it to my next book. I mean, it has to. And it's a recipe that I developed over the years based on a take on Joy of Cooking recipe. I always tell you guys this story that was my first, if not my first, yeah, probably the first cooking book I bought in the United States. Still have it, still consult it from time to time. But this banana bread recipe, it's a tweak on a classic. I add a few ingredients, and I gotta be honest, I change it all the time. That's what I like cooking. You know, when I say keep cooking, be happy, like the recipe, I think the original recipe calls for pecans or walnuts. I rarely do nuts these days, so I have chosen over the years to only do chocolate chips. Sometimes, if I'm desperate for something sweet and I have no chocolate chips, I do raisins, surprising. I mean, I have good quality raisins, so they come out good together. Banana and raisins, like having like some banana rum. Ooh, oh my God, I just had an idea. Maybe I can put some sort of liquor in my banana bread. Funny enough, last night, or 2 nights ago, I was looking into my book of recipes. Oh, I'm gonna bring it so you guys can see it. And I don't know how, but I didn't know that I had written by my mother, probably copy over the phone, talking with one of my aunts, my grandma's very own bizcochuelo de chocolate. In Argentina, bizcochuelo is a cake. And my grandma used to make homemade bizcochuelo. And don't ask me why, but for the boys' birthday party, the cake was chocolate filled with dulce de leche and covered with a layer of ganache, chocolate, melted chocolate. You usually use melting chocolate. It's called melting chocolate, chocolate de barra. And it's melted with butter or cream and sometimes dulce de leche. She used to do it with butter and dulce de leche. And then for the girls, which is my favorite cake, she made a vanilla cake, sort of like a strawberry shortcake. And it had whipped cream, fresh whipped cream, of course, flavored with vanilla and fresh strawberries. And my birthday is in October, so in Argentina in October is spring, so we had plenty of beautiful strawberries coming from the north of the country, sweet and little. Oh, there's the garbage bag that I reuse. Didn't reuse it, but I used it for something else. There was a pillow inside, and I left it on the floor to use it when I changed my garbage, and I forgot. So if you just joined, I am in my kitchen. Hello, welcome to Gaby's Kitchen. I'm doing this live. I might not save it. I'm putting dishes away. My oven is on. I'm making bone broth with 2 bones and 1 onion and a bay leaf. That's all I had because I bought carrots. I bought 2 carrots at the, I don't want to say it because if you live in Jersey City, somewhere here. It's not a popular place. And they weren't good. They smell like mildew. So anyhow, my broth, it's only gonna be onion and bone broth. The meat is really good. One of the bones had a lot of meat and I've been chewing on it. All right, so this is how the kitchen transforms. So now the dishes were here. Now they're gone. I take this towel. I use these towels, the cotton ones. to dry out my dishes. And this tray, I have a secret hideaway. Can you guys see it? ¡Ay, quién viene ahí, mi amor! Goes in there. And here are my new gloves, because the green ones that I use all the time have become very expensive, and I can't afford them. So I found this at my local shop, right? Hola, mi amor. Who's here? Who's here? Puccino's here. Oh, yeah, and before you guys ask, the floor, you don't want to know. We had a little mice situation. This floor is old, and it's very separated, and there are holes everywhere. Let's say I used like about 3 rolls of tape, and I ran out of the silver one, and I started using the green one. So that's why it looks like insane. If you know, you know. All right. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, more dishes. Blah. All right. Setting for the dishes. Why did I put it away, right? Tray, towel, gloves, dish soap. I found a clear dish soap on sale at ShopRite. Maybe this is that kind of show. Because I honestly try in my life and in my previous life, and Bon Appetit, I try every soap under the sun. You can ask Chris Morocco if you want. And for years, I settled on that blue one with the little duckies on the cover. But because honestly, all the other ones, the natural ones, the whatever, they don't clean. So, surprise, surprise. They changed the formula. I'm gonna turn this off because it's boiling a lot, making noise. They changed the formula, and it makes me cry when I use it. And so I've been on a quest to find a decent dish soap that I can use and don't start crying when I'm washing dishes. Maybe I'm crying because I don't like washing dishes. This is because I made some hard-boiled eggs earlier. This Pucho's bowl. Yes, I don't use a different sponge for Pucho. Call me crazy. I rinse the bowl first, and I don't care. I wash it repeatedly. He has 3 water bowls, and I think I wash it every time he drinks water and every time he eats. And he has 2. There is one more on the other side of the house. But anyway, if you want to think I'm crazy, I'm crazy. I don't see any comments. You guys can comment. If you guys been here before, I know I used to do this almost every night, and we cook together. I want to make banana bread. I think the banana bread is going to end up being dessert. Although I can't really eat chocolate at night anymore. Anyhow, it's the new year. And since I don't have anybody shooting videos for me, I don't have money to pay, and this phone only works on this side, I decided to start doing these things again because, hey, I can talk. I love talking. Can anybody tell me if you can hear me? Top fans. I don't know what that means. If there is a top fan here, don't be shy. Just answer me. You can say yes. I don't know where to read. I can't see it from here. Where the chat comes out. I see 2 likes. Is that meaning that you can hear me? I mean, do I need to like start guessing now? So I think I mentioned it. I did my book proposal. No takers yet. Soon enough. I decided to start talking why I cook, why I love cooking, and why I keep saying keep cooking, be happy, and how, you know, I got involved in cooking, and every time in my life I try to walk away from it, somehow I come back because it's my true passion. And I want to install that in people. I honestly, like I have often this conversation with people, strangers, you know, you run into somebody in the street, they're like, oh my God, I love you, I love your videos. They don't watch my videos. They're talking about, you know what videos. And then I usually ask people their name, and then I proceed to ask them if they cook. And more often than not, they say no. And then my question is like, the questioning starts, my detective side. I go, why? Why you don't cook? And I very often I found people that saying they live alone, they don't want to cook for themselves, they don't have room, they don't have time, they don't have money, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I've been there, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got tired of cooking at some point. Oh yeah, I have a little extra thing on the bottom, my buckets, that I use them for many things. I dry things in there too. I also use that bucket when I have a big mess. I like to wash like the British do, that they put the soap inside the bin and then they let it like soak in a little bit. So what was I saying? I need somebody to like bring me back. Whee! Oh, I was talking about the reasons for not cooking that people have. I mean, this is clean as you go. There's a little stain on the stove and I can't, it's looking at me, so it's off, it's not hot. But if it's still a little hot, if you know, you know. Even if you burn your fingers, you go at it and you clean it. So this is part of my craziness. I love cleaning, I love organizing. Ask me anything. You know what was my favorite thing to read in Argentina when I was little? There was this magazine. I think I'm here, sure they have it too. There was this magazine and there was like a lady, I can't remember the name. I asked my brother and he has no idea what I'm talking about. So this lady, you ask her questions, household questions, and you will ask her, I stain my top with tomato sauce. How do I clean it? And the lady knew exactly how to clean it. And I love that shit. So I want to be that. Ask Gaby. I mean, I don't know the answers, but you can Google too. Or you can ask your chat PPP. Anyhow, but it's good knowledge to have. I mean, I feel like an old lady sometimes, but it is good knowledge to have. All right, continue. I'm doing the dishes if you just joined, because I never start cooking with dishes in my sink. I had a couple of bad experiences. I was trying to drain pasta, and there was a little plastic. I moved everything to the side, but I didn't see a little plastic lid on the bottom of the sink. So when the water hit the plastic lid, the water jumped and burned my belly. I still have the mark. That was ages ago. But you know, in Argentina we have a saying, el que se quema con leche ve una vaca y llora. It means if you burn with milk, you see a cow and cry, right? Did you get it? All right, 10 people are here and I got 5 likes. Woo-hoo-hoo. I wish I can see you guys or hear you. Maybe I should do one of those streamings where people scream. So, talking about which, I did close a couple of my accounts. I had a Twitch account. If you know, you know. I have an Accord account, but it was a lot. I didn't know how to use them. I didn't have the right tools to use them for streaming. You know, I'm using my phone for this, my really shitty phone. So yeah, so I'm back to basics. I'm not using Facebook. I haven't in a million years. It's basically deactivated. I know Mr. Mera is going to be really upset with me. Not of the tiki talk, because although I learned to love it, the last few times I was there live, I got restricted for talking about my book. So, no thank you. So I don't use it. It's there. I don't want to close it because I have the little blue ball. But if you want to find me here, find me on Instagram and in my website, which is www.gabyskitchen.com. And you can subscribe to my newsletter. Maybe if I raise some money, I'm going to start sending my newsletter again. I stopped it for a minute because it's hard. Oh, this bucket for my dirty towels. Have a functioning kitchen here, guys. All right, so 2 more things, and I'm ready My oven is hot. I'm gonna get all the ingredients. Eggs and butter should be out. They are not, but we're gonna pretend that they are. Anytime you bake, the longer you can have your butter and your eggs outside the butter. When I work in culinary school where I study, I was hired there right when I was I in culinary already? No, when I finished my work study. That story's on my first book. But anyway, I got hired and I work in the purchasing department, and I used to open the school at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. no matter what, rain or shine or drunk. We did it. I was younger. And for the pastry classes, one of the things, besides opening every single refrigerator in the whole entire school, was taking the butter and the eggs out, so the chefs could teach. Anyway, so dishes are done. I'm gonna go to the other table. I might need light so you guys can see me. I don't see questions, I don't see comments, but you are here. You're watching. Anyway. I'm gonna make my banana bread, which I know it by memory. Or maybe I'll bring my notebook. Oh, I'm gonna go get my, these I always hang them so they dry. I'm gonna go get my, you guys can, ooh, big mistake. All right, you guys can stay here and talk to each other. Where I can read, let's see. If anybody wrote anything, all messages are visible. I don't see it because nobody wants to write. All right, I'm gonna get my book of recipes. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. Pucha, you don't need to follow me, baby. I'm in my office, I'm in my office. I'm getting my book of recipes. I don't think I ever showed this. I have absolutely every recipe of my family that I collected over the years, written in little pieces of paper. Ta-da! Well, this is from a magazine that they interviewed me a long time ago. But yeah, I even have a copy of newspapers when Adam Rappaport talked about me. Remember that? Because if you don't know, back when I worked in the test kitchen, there was no compost. And I took it up on myself to fight with the whole building pretty much and convince the management of World Trade Center, which it wasn't Condé Nast because there are other companies in there, and turn the whole building into a composting building. Here's my banana bread recipe. I wrote it sometime. My secret is yogurt. All right, let's gather the ingredients. Yeah, this is a mess because since I'm writing for my book, look at this. Please, somebody tell me you guys have this. This. Look at this. My handwriting when I was very little. I don't even know what my grandma and I used to sit and listen to a radio or, look at me, listen to a radio or watch TV, a TV show. So we'll both take notes and then we'll compare it because they didn't write it on the screen. I don't know if a young kid could understand this. They will show a card at the end with the recipe and then that's it. If you needed it to pay attention. So this was ensalada japonesa, Japanese salad, which is like a fruit salad. I made it once, but then I have something that is super cute. I can't. Oh my God. This is when I used to babysit. I have this notepad and my grandma's chocolate cake that I found yesterday. I swear it's usually organized in these little clear sheets. I just took everything out because I was like talking to one of my cousins. I actually have the menu of the restaurant my cousin and I, open in Mexico. Here is the menu, written by hand. I mean, come on. You gotta love it or what? Wait, what I did with the banana bread? Oh, it's somewhere here. All right, let's gather the ingredients. We need flour, of course. The oven is on. That's the first thing you do. Okay, let me close this and don't mess here. Where is the recipe? Where is the recipe? Here. Are people still here? Yes. I'm gonna close this. There. I'll put it. I'm gonna take it out of here because I don't want it to get wet or something. There you go. All right, banana bread. Oven is on. Gather the ingredients. Oh, and it's written in Spanish. Para un molde, ¿qué querrá decir esto? Medio de 8,5 por 3,5 inches. Son 6 tazas. Miren, en español lo tengo. Puede ser, oh my God, I'm so cute. I'm cute or what? Look at my little drawings. That the mold can be like, it's preferably to be straight. This one is a little bit slanted. The reason why bread pans are a little slanted is for easiness of, taking it out. If you have a straight one, that's when they put like the parchment inside. You don't need it for this. And this is a good one. This is an Oxo that is supposedly non-stick. I still put a little butter, just force of nature. The thing with these pans is like don't scratch it. This is non-stick, but not non-stick with that bad stuff. This is just the way the metal it's made. Has like little, ¿cómo se dice esto? Como bumpy, entonces no se pega. Bueno, vamos a seguir. I'm gonna get the ingredients. Can you guys see me? Ooh, 11:11. Oh, that's where my compost is. I washed it and I put it there. It's empty. No, I need it. All right, I need bananas, which are in my freezer. I collect bananas when they get bad. I have more than what I need, but I'm taking them out. Maybe I make 2 breads. Bananas, I'm going to start putting everything on the table. ¿Qué pasa, mi amor? Dice esta vieja loca, habla sola todo el día. Vamos a usar harina, flour. My friends at Bob's Red Mill sent me a bunch of flowers. Thank you. Then I need salt, which is here. I use kosher. In culinary school, they're gonna tell you to, when a recipe calls for salt, most of the time it's like table salt. But over the years, I'm downsizing my pickiness. So I use just kosher. This is diamond kosher salt, which is fine. Then I need BS and BP. Baking soda and baking powder. No bullshit here. Baking soda and baking powder. Interesting enough, if you don't have baking powder, and this, I done it. I think I have a video of this. If you run out of baking powder, I also have the Bob Red Mill. And this is not an ad, okay? You can actually put some lemon on baking soda and it will activate it. And you don't need this. I gotta open them because honestly, they just sent it to me. So I'm old school. I know all these packages have this little thingy to rip it, but I hate it when it gets uneven. So I use scissors. Call me crazy. Crazy. All right, so far, any questions? I've been talking for 29 minutes and nothing has come out of my oven. All right, baking powder and baking soda. Check, check. Then I need unsalted butter. It's in my fridge. I also have to open it. ¿Qué pasa, Puccino? You okay, Baba? My secret ingredient. Since I'm here, I'm gonna get the eggs also. I found cheap eggs at ShopRite. Whatever brand. Because, yeah, let's don't talk about eggs. There's a lot of controversy surrounding certain brands. listen, I buy what I can. If you can buy organic, buy organic. If you cannot buy organic, don't buy organic. I mean, you do you. I've been using Plugra for baking because I discovered a bakery around my house only uses Plugra, which is really good. In culinary schools, they use this a lot. Unsalted, obviously. It takes less than one stick, but I wanted to. Maybe I can do that trick that they shave it or they use the shredder. It's hot in my kitchen. Sometimes I put it on top of the oven in a plate. It melts it right away. And then what else I need? Sugar. The recipe calls for sugar, and when it doesn't say anything else, it's common knowledge that it's talking about white sugar, which I have known in my house for a long, long time. I haven't had sugar in this house, and I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody, but I just don't. I decided one day to stop buying it, and I really don't use it. I mean, even though we grew up with tomato sauce with sugar, then my secret ingredient, yogurt. My banana bread takes yogurt. I've been in love with that Trimona yogurt. Also, really inexpensive compared to the other ones. Really love it. And, oh, I was talking about sugar. And then I need eggs. Eggs are right there. So I have everything. Sugar. Let's see what I have for sugar. I do have panela. I met this guy at the Fancy Food Festival, and he provided me with some panela. But I also just received coconut sugar, which I never bake with. I will need to study this a little more. Any bakers here? Because I'm not sure I can use it 1-to-1. And because I don't want to be, I want to eat these today. So I am not going to try it. But I do have coconut sugar, and I'm looking forward to use it. So I'm going to use panela. Panela is what sugar is before they take the molasses out. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not bleach. It's not white. It has a more like nutty flavor. But you can use it exactly like you will use regular sugar. And I love it, especially because I got it free. There. This is, can you guys see it? Ah, Gaby, making a mess. Panela. You see it? Right there. Panela. All right. I need to set up a little bit of equipment. Let's do it here. So I can make my banana bread. I might need a light. It's right here. In case you don't see it. That's my mother. Let's have a little sip of water. Again, I'm making banana bread. I'm doing this live. I'm probably not going to save it. Or maybe I'll save it and then I play on my iMovie app, which is free, to see if I can recover something and create an interesting video that will become viral. And I'll become well known for making banana bread. Anyway, I'm just wanted, what do you like this? White? Or maybe, what's the other color? These lights are really shitty. But anyhow, doesn't matter. The intention is what's the important thing here. Why I cannot change, there you go. There you go, better, right? I'm really red right now. Yeah, I do go red. There. Can you see me? All right, I'm gonna move I cut my table, my long cutting board. Well, I didn't cut it, a friend cut it for me. So I have an extra piece of cutting board, but I'm gonna remove it. That's how my kitchen works. Everything moves around. Maybe I can use this tripod, bigger tripod, for you guys to see me better. I need comments. 12. Ooh. Why nobody writes anything? I'm gonna shut up for a minute. ¿Qué pasó, mi amor? Pucho, ¿qué te pasa? I think he's hot. Amor, ¿qué pasa? This is what goes behind the making of a video. Amore. All right, yeah. 2 people left. Stop talking and people leave. All right, let's do this. I use this tripod butter. I'm gonna keep setting up while my butter and my eggs get to room temperature. Got all my ingredients right there. Flour, baking powder, baking soda. I'm gonna start mise en placing all the ingredients, meaning measuring everything up. I need my measuring equipment, cups, and measuring spoons. ¿Qué pasó, chichinis? It's good that you measure ahead of time. You know, and you have to read the recipe a couple times. I know this recipe by heart, that's why I'm not reading it. But if it's a new recipe, read it a couple times. I'm gonna get my stand mixer. Maybe I should try it without the stand mixer. I did that once, not using a stand mixer, and it works. You just use a hand mix, but hey, have a stand mixer. Let's use it. This is the part that people that don't like to bake, this is one of the reasons. Getting everything out and everything set up. You know, of course, my stand mixer is put away. I don't have the luxury of having it on the counter. This light is too bright right now. There. There. Gonna plug my stand mixer. This is a Hamilton Beach. It's kind of new. I like it. Another thing, if you don't use your stand mixer very often, my advice to you is give it a rinse, because all sorts of things can be here, especially if you have it on a shelf. Look how dusty it is. It gets dusty, so before you use it, give it a rinse and dry it, right? ¿Qué pasa, Pucho? Oh, guys. Pucho. Amore, ¿qué pasa? All right. And I'm only going to use the whisk. He's coughing, but he's not choking. Dogs do this thing called reverse sneeze. That sometimes sounds scary. He might throw up. Uh-oh. Buddy. Yeah. He's not throwing up. He's just like making some noises. It's the background music. He's fine. Interesting is when he does this at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh boy, I might need to stop this and go take care of the dog. Amore. Okay, you guys, I might need to stop this. Save it for later. ¿Qué pasa, Puchino? ¿Qué pasa? Anda, anda a tu camita, anda. Ve a tu camita, ve. Ve a la camita, Pucho. A la camita. Anda a la camita. Go to your bed, baby. Amore. I see people here, but I think I'm gonna stop and then continue in a little bit. Let me see.